Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Ugh. I'm not trying to stream on Twitter. Ugh. All right. So I fucked up. I mean, Todd was here at 7:49 this morning, which makes sense. And literally like 5 minutes after I showed up, basically, because I told him 8 to 10. I've been looking for Todd's fucking text message, but I'm not seeing text messages pop up on my phone. It's like I have like a muted feature going on, and now he's pissed, and rightfully so. He waited 25 minutes and just went home. His last text is, "I'm going home. It's been 25 minutes. Fucking dot. Rude dot."
Sorry, Todd.
And we literally were like legitimately saying, we're waiting on Todd. We're going to have Todd Marlie in, like I'm excited to have fucking Todd on today. So don't expect him in the comments. Worst friend ever, dude. God, that fucking sucks, dude. And well, now I'm also, by cursing, I'm also shadow banning us on Facebook as well. Which I've noticed this week. This week, I cursed a little too much on the live stream, and you see a definite difference in reach. Yeah, so, like, you got to play by the games. Mr. Free Speech, I'm bros with Joe Rogan now, still has certain rules in place. So, even though it's not hate speech, it's just curse words, and it's like, God forbid, no, you can't say that. Now, you could come up with your own theories about if the Holocaust is real or not. You could do that now on Facebook with no problems whatsoever, but you can't say the F word amongst adults. So,
well, fudge.
Sorry, Todd. I know you're not gonna watch this. I know you're gonna be so pissed. I'm gonna send him an invite anyways, and I can see if he wants to ream me out here, which he has a right to in this scenario because he drove down from his house. Be part of the show. I wanted him part of the show. And he was coming with gifts because he got a new webcam for the show as well.
Damn it.
Not getting that. Yeah, man. I'm bummed, dude. I just wanted to hang out with him. Todd is my boy. Or, I'm sorry, was my boy.
He'll smoke a bowl. He'll get over
For
it.
over 15 years. I don't know. And then he's sitting in the car probably listening to Dead Air because we had it in P6. And just like, and probably saying to himself, I need to be there because
they don't know they're in P6.
These idiots don't even know how to work the microphones correctly. There you go. There's the comment that I was looking for. I mean, we can't do a single post without somebody mentioning KFMA Day. Spitefully. So with that, I have here. I'm gonna send you an invite as well.
Thank you.
I posted on the Facebook page. A hypothetical. You're on a first date and it's going horribly. They're rude to the server. They talk over you, but they're hot. What would you do? The last comment I just got was from Michael. He said, "Tell them I bet it's your fault we don't have KFMA Day or fall ball either, and leave said date." It's not my fault that we don't have KFMA Day or fall ball, and thank you for calling me hot, Michael. That's how I turned that around. Babooski.
Boom.
Gosh, I'm so pissed, though. Let's see if I could pull up this. Can I come home? When I come home, can you please drop me off at Nexus later? I need to see her. Also pick some stuff up. All right. That's not from Todd. That's from my daughter. I'm multitasking today on this Friday. Waste Management Open. I'm putting that in the old Twitter machine again to see if there's any new developments. I did see something on Instagram that I was not happy about, and you wouldn't be happy about either. Some kids need to get their ass kicked. There's one guy who completely, there it is, destroyed his life for outing himself as a racist bigot at a place where he's surrounded by like-minded people sometimes. Not everybody, right? But this, I'm telling you, each and every year, we go through this stuff at the Wasted Management Open. Here's this rich prick who deservedly ruined his life with this vile rant. Check this out.
Dinner should be sliced at their throat. Listen, because you guys are goddamn border hopper niggers.
What?
Like
Stop
that was
it right now. Actually,
What's
sorry,
Wow.
sorry. This I didn't hear that first part either, and I definitely don't want that on the stream. Even though we're outing this guy. So the backstory here.
Wow.
Right, he went up to some girls, and yeah, we're probably banned on Facebook like immediately. Like that is something that immediately gets flagged.
I think
and
those bushy ass eyebrows need to be flagged. Holy hell.
yes, absolutely.
It's like an anti Semitic Bert.
Yeah, I'm so glad that didn't go over the air as well. YouTube still allows it for the time being, but I guarantee nobody's going to be seeing this stream on Facebook here for the foreseeable future just because of that little clip. So the backstory on this guy is he's, again, at the Waste Management Open. He's wearing a company T-shirt. Okay, and he walks up to girls at the bar. It looks like the bird's nest there, and so you could assume he's been drinking all day. As we were showing videos yesterday of what happens when you day drink at the Waste Management Open all day and super blackouts and you lose everything, went up, started saying this stuff to women he didn't even know. All right. And of course they're filming and he knows this and he doubled down on it, saying a bunch of stuff. Rock 102.1 KF, man. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We are live on the podcast broadcast, but probably banned on the Facebook page. So if you want to see us, you got to go to youtube.com/beefvegan. I played audio of a kid who basically canceled himself with a viral tirade to strangers at the Waste Management Open. Just a rich, entitled Scottsdale douche who, started going on a very racist and vile rant into a phone camera to strangers that he did not know. And it quickly went viral, and there's an update on him, and it's all good news because his company officially posted on the initial viral thread saying, we identified this guy. We know who he is. We don't stand for that as a company or as people, and he is terminated. So immediately lost his job. How many people will lose their job at Waste Management Open this weekend? That's the over-under that we'll be talking about. And, of course, the big game. We're going to be talking about food and all the different odds of what to expect with the Eagles and the Chiefs. You can join us, youtube.com/beefvegan, or keep it right here and rock out to Falling in Reverse. Here's Bad Guy. Appropriately so. So
So you think they got her? You think he got their number? Or?
yeah, I know. He got his own number.
I mean, he's jobless now, so.
Completely jobless, and I know I'm completely banned on such an idiot, dude. That wasn't the clip. So initially I saw this clip on Instagram, so it didn't have that first part. He was talking about slicing throats and everything. He thinks every Mexican person that crosses the border should be executed, and
First of all, he's got his polo buttoned all the way up.
I know.
That's a huge rev. Then,
everything about this kid screams, entitled, dumb little douche, right?
and I can't get over those eyebrows. It looks like two caterpillars in a civil war on his face. Like he has a very punchable face.
Yes, he does. And I encourage him to get out over the next week or so, just so people can see that punchable face in person, to get punched in the face because.
Not that we condone violence or,
In some scenarios, we don't condone it. In this scenario, there's a little bit of condoning. I'm condoning it. And it'd be great to see. But, the bounce back on this, he probably has a trust fund or something to fall back on or has, daddy to take care of him. So, it probably won't be as bad as it should be.
In this day and age, he'll probably be an influencer because look at Kyle Rittenhouse. They made that dude into like a superstar for a hot minute. So they're going to probably make this dude.
No. Yeah, I mean, you couldn't be more wrong in that scenario, which is fine. Because people don't stand for that kind of stuff. All right, and
good people don't.
Yeah, most people don't. So even in this situation, yeah, this isn't a Rittenhouse deal. But either way, we'll move forward and keep it positive. We have other stuff that we're going to talk about, like hypotheticals. I'm just still kind of in a funk because, because Todd, I didn't mean to fucking make Todd wait, and I should be having him on this stream right now, and I was looking forward to that. So it's a bummer. And I know he's not going to be jumping on or air checking us anytime today. or maybe the foreseeable future. Hopefully he'll be back, which I'm sure he will be, but that's stupid
So
phone.
why was his number blocked or whatever?
It wasn't blocked. I mute while I do the show. And I forgot to. I didn't unmute yesterday, and so I have to go through my text messages. Rock 102.1 Kip, man, welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We're live on the podcast broadcast. We did this the other day, and it's super fun here. These are what if scenarios. With that said, we got the big game happening this Saturday. So Valdez was curious about a couple what ifs that we want to get to. So what if, who would be a better quarterback? Taylor Swift or Beyonce? Now, of course, we could speculate all day long, or we could break down the science on this, and we'll break down the science. So let's start with Taylor Swift as a quarterback. What are some of Taylor Swift's strengths if she was going to be a quarterback? First and foremost, she's a strategic thinker. She's orchestrated career moves and surprise album releases like a mastermind. So you got to think like Peyton Manning level playbook analysis. Okay. She's quick on her feet, even quicker in the sheets. But she has handled controversies and career setbacks with grace and adaptability, which could translate to avoiding sacks and adjusting plays on the fly. She has strong leadership, like her fan base legitimately will follow her into any end zone, and she could hype up the locker room like no other.
There you go.
Yeah, and she has a slender frame, which is not ideal for a quarterback, but she might be able to pull off like Aaron Rodgers slip and slide evasive style. So that's the strengths that Taylor Swift would have as a quarterback. But Beyonce has strengths as well. She has a powerful presence. She commands the stage, and she'll command the huddle. Nobody talks back to Beyonce on and off the field. And think of the quarterback equivalent of like Cam Newton or Jalen Hurts, inspiring everyone with sheer willpower. She has strength and athleticism. Her stamina and precision from years of intense choreography would help her stay strong through quarters of football, right?
Yeah.
Decision making. They call her Queen Bee for a reason. She's built media and entertainment empire, and she knows how to make big plays under pressure. And she has a versatile skill set, whether it's running or passing, or just know that she'll be a dual threat quarterback, probably hurdling linebackers while singing formation. Now this is all, it makes me feel like, well,
ChatGPT's digging way too deep, man.
No, they're basically doing the argument for white quarterback, black quarterback, dude. Like dual threat, they can run. Like, hey, calm down, ChatGPT. There are some weaknesses, though, that they point out. Taylor Swift may struggle with the physicality of the game, could get distracted writing songs about bad referees, right? And in Beyonce, her perfectionist tendencies might make her hyper-focused on perfect execution, possibly overthinking plays.
She's going to want like 300 yards a game.
Yeah. So with this breakdown, who do you think would be the better quarterback? Taylor Swift or Beyonce?
I'd have to go Beyonce.
Well, Taylor Swift might shine in the pocket using her smarts to read defenses and audible like a seasoned vet. However, Beyonce has the physicality and the swagger to run an RPO offense, making defenders tremble in fear. With that, they predict Beyonce by a touchdown because she's already ready to run the world.
There you go.
So there you go. That's a good thing. All right. Well, now let's switch it up though. Okay, let's talk about actual quarterbacks, but not football at all.
This one I'm very interested in.
Yeah. Who would win in a fist fight between Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady? All right, let's break it down, okay? Physical attributes. Tom Brady is 6'4". He weighs 225 pounds, and he's 47 years old. Now, Aaron Rodgers is 6'2", 223 pounds, so the weight difference is similar. And he's 41 years of age. So I'm older than Aaron Rodgers, which I didn't know because he looks about 10 years older.
He's looking rough.
Yeah. All right. Now, Brady has a slight advantage in height. Both are nearly identical in weight, and Rodgers is 6 years younger, which could translate to advantages in stamina and agility. All right. Fitness and conditioning is always an issue, right? Both have been well documented as far as fitness freaks. Brady has maintained an impressive level of fitness and has been reported bench pressing 245 pounds, surpassing his lifting capacity even during his playing days. So he's stronger now than he was on the field. While specific details about Rodgers' current fitness regimen are less publicized, I don't think ayahuasca is a performance-enhancing drug when it comes to your athletic abilities. Now, they both have intangibles, right? They have demonstrated exceptional mental toughness, strategic thinking on the football field, but Rodgers' younger age might offer him a slight edge in reaction time and endurance.
I think he has some like hidden aggression, so I'm gonna have to go Rodgers because he has like that.
He looks like he could kill a man and probably wants to, right?
Especially Brady.
Yeah. Now, Brady does have that like button chin, right? The butt chin. That seems like that's exactly like a target, right? You want to hit there, right there on that little button, should knock him out. I don't know. Well, considering the available information, this is the conclusion. Who do you think is going to win?
I'll go Rodgers. He's got that hidden aggression.
All right, they say Aaron Rodgers' youth and presumed active training regimen could provide him with advantages in a physical confrontation. However, Tom Brady's maintained strength and experience should not be underestimated. Ultimately, the outcome could depend on various factors, including strategy, endurance, and situational dynamics. And for that, Tom Brady would beat Aaron Rodgers in a fist
come
fight.
on. Really, ChatGPT?
Hey, man, this is science. This is a breakdown. That's how we do it. We're going to do a couple more hypotheticals on the podcast broadcast stream. We have more coming up right after these words on the FM side. So either join us, youtube.com/bevegan, or keep it right here because music from White Zombies on the way on Rock 102.1 KFMA. All right, so we'll do more hypotheticals here. And again, okay, so we did get one streamer on the Facebook page, so we're not completely banned on Facebook at this point, but we did start with a viral clip that had language that is just inexcusable, and I do apologize for that. So if there are moderators watching this back, my bad. It was not what I intended to do. Let's see if I get any follow-up from Todd. Nope, he's done. Also, I was called an idiot by Kim, so... the day's going strong. It's a strong day, but we're going to get some pork roll sandwiches, and that should make it a little bit better. So Kim texted me, okay, finally found a guy at the gym who could hit on me, because we've talked about this in the past. And I said, how? Valdez isn't at the gym right now. And she wrote back, you're an idiot. So... I don't know. Just trying to throw a bone to my boy, you know what I mean?
Oh, after the show, I think I'm just going to go curl up in a ball.
Why?
Just to kind of like forget about the day.
Was the day that bad? I mean, we had some dead air. I did, alienate a 15-year-old friendship. And I mean, that's it. It wasn't too bad.
No, it was a lot of good content this morning.
Okay.
Cavalcade of awesome people were here.
And I'm offering to buy you a pork roll sandwich for the first time ever.
Yee, I'm happy. I'm excited.
Okay, you down for that? Yeah, because I want to shoot some video. So it's funny, too, because we are getting Sean Gatz in studio. Not next week, because he'll be in Austin, Texas, sleeping with porn stars for OnlyFans.
There you go.
Legitimately. And
do you think they get pork rolls afterwards? Or?
No, they probably get barbecue. It's going to be in Austin. So, Sean Gatz, as we talked about before, is a content creator with millions of followers and a modern day entrepreneur that a lot of these people are like, how do you make it today? So he broke down, how he just started to build his followers on social media and how much he gets paid on each platform. He showed TikTok and YouTube both pay handsomely. Meanwhile, Facebook and Instagram do not, but they do offer the reach to the local area that he needs. So he started basically building up his content with, good-looking dude with face tattoos. That catches people's attention, right? It's like the perfect storm for a content creator. He's well-spoken. He starts doing DIY projects, right? Just do it yourself, like handyman type stuff, and documenting that, explaining how to do that. It's like every one of his videos are somewhat, well, not everyone, but a lot of his videos are somewhat tutorials of how to do things. And so then he meets a beautiful girl from Tucson, Arizona, like many celebrity men do. I mean, honestly, it's a shockingly long list of celebrities dating back to like Paul McCartney and Linda McCartney, right? Like Tucson has the babes. And, and then people fall in love with women from Tucson here all the time. And there's Tucson ties like Jonathan Davis. I mean, the list can go on and on. So Kevin Smith, like legitimately. So he falls for a girl. It's now his fiance, and she's a content creator on OnlyFans, and he was doing content creation on OnlyFans as well. So not only was he doing TikToks and Instagram and doing all that stuff, then he's doing the OnlyFans thing and making money on that, and then they do a collab page as well. So he actually said on his Instagram yesterday, after going to the Gem Show, that, he's doing lunches this week. He's going to be off next week, going to Austin to sleep with other women for OnlyFans, get paid to do that, right? So he's like a guest star. And then he'll be back in Tucson, and that's when we'll have him on the show. He even showed his, he obviously got the okay from his woman to do this as well, and she probably gets the okay in return. Now, with that said, so many questions, right? So many questions. And on top of it, it's like he could just be doing content and stuff around the house, but he's also passionate about earning an honest living and started up a food truck, is Gat's Deli, which I had, which is very good. And, and he's working. So, he doesn't have to put in 10 hours in a kitchen and selling a sandwich. You don't have to do that, right? That's something anyone could do at any point in their life, right? To be an entrepreneur is hard work, and anyone that's started a business knows that. But he's choosing to do that as well. And yeah, he'll go on TikTok Live and probably accumulate money while he's making sandwiches. And when he's slow, he just talks to the camera. And, it's so 2025 that there are people like him out there that, do this, make a living from this, and can basically accomplish their dreams by documenting their lives and coming up with creative ways to be able to showcase this and reach an audience, and then figuring out the tips and tricks of engagement. And there's variable factors, though, but not everyone could do it. It's not something I could do, because first and foremost, I have average white guy face. In fact, there's every Roadrunners game, there's at least 10 dudes that look exactly like me. Same style, everything. Beard, and I get mistaken for people,
but they don't have the charisma.
Yeah, but still, you got to have something when it comes to the internet to catch their attention immediately. Sean Gatz does. He's got his entire face all tattooed, his eyeballs tattooed, his forehead tattooed. Wow. So yes, and of course, a lot of people, enragement is engagement. So a lot of people commenting initially is just like, "You look like a fucking moron." Well, that still works as engagement, and that still puts his product in front of 1,000 more people because you commented that he looks like a moron, right? Now, unfortunately, if I posted a video just on the internet, people don't immediately say I look like a moron. They just listen, and then they say, you sound like a moron. It's different, though. I got to get them to listen.
That's the thing, is the bait. If you sound dumb enough, you'll get all the haters.
Yes. Do we see any Todd on the stream? Nope, we're not going to see Todd on the stream. I sent him an invite, too. Oh, and I'm breaking my phone. All right.
Oh, man.
What?
Nothing.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
No, well,
I just exist.
You audibly said, oh, man, so what's the thought process behind that?
Oh, I don't know. I just, involuntarily said, oh, man.
Right. Well, you do have an audience. Sean would tell you, then you have to follow it up with, what you're thinking and all that. Here. All right. Live on the podcast broadcast, youtube.com/beefvegan. And there we're going to show you our viral video of the week. Be back after music from White Zombie. Here's Thunderkiss 65 on Rock 102.1 KFMA. All right, let me share this tab.
Do you still have one more pair of the rodeo tickets to give away? Or
yeah, I'll do that for the end of the show. I'll do that in the show. Are you bummed? Am I bumming you out? Did I do anything to upset you? Because I gotta keep tallies now because I'm pissing people off this morning.
No.
All right. Let's. This is the clip that Sean was talking about in question. 281,000. He has 3.2 million followers just on TikTok.
Damn.
Yeah.
I have to get my blood drawn this morning. No problem, though. At this point, I've become very accustomed to having needles stuck inside of me. Lamar and I are headed to Austin, Texas next week, and though we're not bringing the food truck, it's for a collab, so I got to make sure I'm all tested and clean. Thank you to everyone who showed up for lunch today. It wasn't too bad for our first weekday open. We've also added a lot of new signatures to our trailer. Making a little pit stop here at Chase to deposit all this cash because our business checking account is getting awfully low. The good news is we're not out of business yet. We're just not exactly turning a profit. So I have to go to Texas to film spicy content with women who are not my fiance so that I can make money off thirsty men online and continue to fund my lifestyle of selling sandwiches in a food truck. And if I'm lucky, I may even have a little left over to put toward my house in the desert. And yeah, after saying all this out loud, I realize I live one of the strangest lifestyles ever. And since I get to sample the goods of other women, this one deserves a date night. That's a lot of rocks.
They're minerals.
Oh, I'd get one of those. How much?
700.
Never mind. Very soothing. A dead bat to add to your shelf? Beautiful. I have to get my blood drawn this morning. No problem, though. At this point, I've become very accustomed to having needles stuck inside of me.
All right, so, yep. So that's the type of content that Sean puts together on the TikTok. Right. And, yeah, so, you know, again.
Looking forward to meeting him.
Yeah, very well-spoken and, you know, very charismatic. And, yeah, and he has a beautiful fiance and been living in Tucson. And so his food truck is down at the swap meet. And I wonder if I'm going to have to pay $2 to get there, but to get in. Either way, you know, I got it. I got you covered. And what he does have that people don't have it in town is pork roll sandwiches. It's called Taylor ham. And when I saw that on the menu, I was like, is that pork roll? He's like, yeah. I was like, well, I came down specifically craving lunch and a sub, so I can't do it this time. I don't want a pork roll and egg sandwich now, but I will be back for that pork roll and egg sandwich, and I'll document it as well and throw it up on our Instagram page.
So is he upcharging the eggs also?
That's a good question. I'll ask him. You know, I mean, he is an independent business, a small business, so sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. God, I'm so pissed about Todd, though.
Your marriage just survived worse. You'll be okay.
I know, but he should be on the show right now because we had a bunch of stuff that was going to be planned and all that. I like doing three-ways on Fridays. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I love hanging out with you, and doing a one-on-one is good, too. But you just decide like I needed to have an intervention for you. Like, are you hurting? You know,
it's been a rough week. It's been a rough 2 weeks actually. So
yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm just looking forward to Sunday. You and Rico and the other friends, we're gonna Super Bowl.
Yeah, and we're actually gonna talk about it right now too. So, with food and everything else, let us know what you're gonna make and what you're looking forward to eating this Super Bowl in the comments, and we'll read them on the air here. So let's do this. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We're live on the podcast broadcast. Of course, the Super Bowl is this Sunday. We talk about all the different places that are throwing Super Bowl parties and to give food. I have some Google Trends information that I'm going to share with you here. All things Super Bowl. Like, they revealed the top Super Bowl wing flavor and dips and more. We'll start off with this. What do you think is the nation's number one favorite dip that they're looking forward to this Super Bowl Sunday, Valdez?
Oh, man. I feel biased. I'm going to go with guacamole.
Yes, that is very biased. That is very, regional for sure. The number one was buffalo chicken dip, followed by 7-layer dip, jalapeno popper dip, crab dip, and then queso. So that rounds out the top 5. All 5 of those sound delicious for sure. Have you had a jalapeno popper dip?
I have not. I never even heard of it.
Oh, man. I got to get you out more, man.
My ex's friend made a really good buffalo chicken dip, though.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You know, honestly, and it's something that you could, like, flex and be proud of, your dip skills. When this is the time of year where you basically been, like, secretly coveting a recipe to break out for your friends to basically steal the show. Everybody wants that kind of accolades, like, that is amazing that you made that, right? Have you ever had crack dip? Crack dip is an actual thing.
Negative.
In fact, actually, I'll show you what a picture of crack dip would look like on the podcast broadcast stream. This is big in the Midwest. They call this crack dip. It's basically a cream cheese base, lots of bacon and cheddar, and then it's seasoned with ranch. So it's super easy to make, and they call it crack dip because, the cliche that it's so good it's like crack, even though crack is not good. It's just not. Doesn't taste good. It's addictive, but that's
I've never had crack, but I'll take your word for it.
I'm actually just retelling the word that I got from somebody else. Never had crack either. All right. What about the top appetizers that we're Googling?
Apps, probably Does wings count as an appetizer?
They do not. That's
Okay.
its own, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Probably like taquitos or mini chimneys.
Again, you're thinking super regional. This is a man who grew up here in Tucson. And you're showing it. But there is a big world out there with a bunch of bland food and lots of cheese. So,
If you put enough cheese on anything, I'll eat it.
yeah. The number one thing we're Googling this year is Philly cheesesteak sliders.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
See what I'm saying? Hawaiian roll sliders, pigs in a blanket, cowboy caviar, and potato skins.
Hey, help me out. What's cowboy caviar?
I'm glad you asked because I don't know that as well, but I do have a link, and it looks like
I bet you it's delicious. Bacon's probably involved somehow.
I don't think we're going to enjoy it because it looks too healthy.
Oh,
Yeah.
lame.
Yeah. So here's cowboy caviar.
Get it out of here.
Yeah.
That's not Super Bowl food.
It's like ceviche with black beans or
That's like-
ceviche with different beans.
That's like U.S. Open food. Like, oh, well, let's watch tennis.
Yeah, so okay, they say to make cowboy caviar, well, I don't know the recipe here. It basically ceviche with beans and different types of beans. So that's too much for a Super Bowl party. I don't recommend. That's too much gas by the time third quarter rolls around.
Yeah.
All right, see, top search cocktail recipes are for jungle juice, old fashions, margaritas, espresso martinis, which are having a moment. I mean, it's very impossible to find a place that doesn't serve an espresso martini these days. And then Sazeracs, which is like cognac or whiskey, because it's New Orleans this year that's hosting the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Other random things that are trending are like charcuterie boards, football-shaped cookies, and Kansas City foods. Now, you're making food for the Super Bowl. Do you have any charcuterie boards or any kind of like specific spread that you're excited to show
Negative.
off?
It's gonna be a very manly, very old school Super Bowl party.
All right, yeah.
Now I gotta do a disclaimer. It's not gonna be as lit as my 4th of July party. This is gonna be more low key.
That's a private disclaimer because, I know it's not open to the public, but I did invite 25 people. And finally, they do say that the search terms have always peaked this time of year for buffalo wings, nachos, sliders, and beer cheese. That's all
I
different.
do love beer cheese. That's good stuff.
Yeah, I love beer and I love cheese, so beer cheese just seems like a no-brainer. All right, now with that said, of course, we're going to get a little tipsy. Which team do you think will be the drunkest on Super Bowl Sunday? Which fans will be the
Ooh.
drunkest?
God, I think Philly fans. I think they've been prepping their whole lives to drink.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Philly fans will definitely be drunk, but they'll be watching the game, and yeah. But they're not even going to be the drunkest, actually. The top 5 fan bases expect to drink the most. Coming in number 5 is a 6-way tie, which is like the Vikings, Jets, Cowboys, Packers, Bears, Eagles. They each 3.5 drinks per game. Okay. The Bills 3.6, Giants fans 3.6. All right, go Giants. Raiders fans 3.7, and the drunkest fans, now scientifically speaking, will be Ravens fans, who average 3.8 drinks per game.
Damn.
I know. So we can outdo that. What's up, dude? You're on the air.
Okay, well, I got you a sauce you'd probably never heard of, but it's paste pecani sauce mixed with Thousand Island dressing.
Just that. No cheese, no cream cheese, no nothing?
No, this is the bomb too. I mean, everybody that I served it to loved it.
Okay, so paste pecani sauce and just Thousand Island dressing, and then you're just basically dipping it like it's salsa.
Well, I don't know. Mixed up is pretty damn good.
Yeah, I know, but do you put that on burgers or do you dip like tortilla chips into it?
Mainly a dip, but yeah, you can use it on burgers too.
Yeah, it sounds like a good burger sauce.
It's a real interesting flavor, man.
No, it sounds interesting, and Thousand Island is like the secret recipe for all burger joints. But I mean, what about like better salsa? We live in Tucson, so paste picante makes me want to get a rope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
New York City. What kind of salsa are you eating here?
Hot stuff.
Well, all right. Well, that's something that we might want to try. That seems like a nice cheap appetizer as well. Chips,
Yeah.
paste pecani sauce, and
Yeah,
Thousand
it's-
Island.
It's good. It's
Yeah.
good.
Basically
Anyways, have a good
flavored
day, sir.
mayo with like
I appreciate
chunky
that.
soup.
Yeah, Males. I throw some cream cheese in there too while we're at it. I mean, I
mean,
need
there you
some
go.
kind
Yeah,
of cheese
some sort of
base.
like base, man.
Look, dude, you're not doing a proper Super Bowl party if you poop the next day. It's got to be at least 3 days before you're able to go to the bathroom, and that's a proper Super Bowl spread.
And that's your beef tip.
Yeah, no. We still got beef tips later on. Just keep right here or join us, youtube.com/beefvegan. I'm like, no, I got another beef tip, I swear.
That's your bonus tip.
Cowboy caviar. All right. Let's see. I'm going to try to call Todd, but what we did have was...
Should I call him from my phone? Maybe he'll answer.
Maybe. Yeah, he blocked. Which happens. Let's see. There was a clip of the three of us, because this is supposed to be a 3-person show on a Friday. We did the Marcus Jordan thing earlier. That was funny, though. The story of the week was Marcus Jordan getting high off cocaine. In fact, actually, there's probably even more stuff for that. Marcus Jordan. Let's see. I'm pulling this up.
Marcus Jordan's like the real life Billy Madison. Just rich kid who screws up, gets drunk every day.
Yeah, you think Michael's upset cutting him off?
I mean, can you imagine how disappointed? Like, you're like one of the greatest basketball players of all time, and your kid's like one of the greatest cokeheads of all time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, again, when you have that kind of money, and that's the same thing for Waste Management Open. So this is him name dropping his dad. So the TMZ reported that he also requested Mariah Carey's music here. So let's see. This is the body cam footage.
Tracks, apparently. I'm trying.
But yeah, we're not getting back in the car right now, okay? The reason why, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Keep your hands in your pocket. There's nothing in my pocket. That's all. Don't pass you down. Put hands up in your man.
And then his hot chick there.
I'm Michael Jordan's son. Okay. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just trying to get home, and I made a wrong turn. Okay, and clearly we would just
And
like.
then wasn't there like a train coming or something? That's why they were like trying to get it off the tracks.
Yeah, they said, well,
we
you
were
know,
not trying to be on.
they had word that a train is scheduled to come, but it wasn't one of those like dire moments where like you see the headlights coming and start hearing the train.
That would have been amazing.
Yes, because I'm sure that they were in a position to be able to give the train conductor a heads up that there's a vehicle on the tracks, and then probably started slowing down the train, because I think it was a couple miles out by the time that police arrived. And then I think one of the immediate things, and I would hope this is the case, now this is in Florida, that if you're a police officer in this scenario, you see a cop that's on the train tracks, you immediately call back to dispatch and say, hey, here's a situation. Can someone get a hold of the train company and let them know there's an obstruction here? Considering that we didn't have any follow-up headlines like Marcus Jordan's Lamborghini totaled by train, means that they were able to prevent that.
So, in hypothetical, you're Michael Jordan. What do you do in this scenario? Your kid's a screw up. Like, what do you do? Well, as a dad, what are you doing?
Cutting them off, dude. Send them to rehab. You have all the resources in the world. Said, okay, I knew that you partied, but this is obviously out of hand. When, they say you're an alcoholic when you drink and bad things happen, right? That's a sign of alcoholism. Whether you only drink once a year, if you drink that once a year and bad things happen, then you're an alcoholic. You don't have to necessarily drink every day.
Well, then I'm screwed.
Right. So if bad things happen when you're under the influence, then you have a problem. No matter how often you're doing it. So Marcus Jordan has been publicly outed partying in the middle of the day, like doing cocaine at resorts and stuff, and not even giving a shit who sees. So he's at that point of cocaine addiction where he just like your brain's kind of telling you it's almost okay, and it's like whatever, and it doesn't matter if anyone sees, and nobody should have that mentality, right? If you're, bad cocaine's a drug that you're supposed to be doing in the shadows, not out publicly, then ordering lobster bisque. So we have that, And then, so he got arrested. Now, yeah, you have to go through all this, process of, potential felonies and, of course, DUI and get caught up in court, probation. You have a problem. So now you got to go to rehab. And I think Michael Jordan does love his sons, obviously, to the point where they coddle him.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they're going to have to be like, he's going to send them to rehab. It'll probably be like a swanky rehab where they, like, give him blowjobs in the morning just to kind of get him in the right headset.
Oh.
I know. We can't afford that rehab. We can't afford that rehab, so don't start doing cocaine now, dude. I can't afford the cocaine that he was using either. I'm sure of it. I'm sure it was very good cocaine.
Well.
Yeah. All right. Let's watch a little bit more. Let's see where he requests Mariah Carey's music, if he does hear it.
I mean, I'm just saying, if there's 6 of us, and we throw this thing in reverse.
Okay. Well, I've already got concerns for your level of impairment anyways, okay? So that's why. Because I can smell alcohol coming from you, and you're on train tracks. Okay? So
come on, man.
Just listen to me. That's why I don't want you back behind the wheel anyways, okay?
I'm fine behind the wheel.
Okay.
I just would like to get my car out of this.
We'll deal with that after this, okay? We'll deal with that after this. But that's why I had to get you out of the car, okay? Because I hear spinning tires. I hear slurred speech from you. You're driving on train tracks.
I'm not slurring anything, and I'm
okay. I'm letting you know. I have concerns. Okay?
Well,
I
appreciate that.
Driving a vehicle, I can't let you back behind the car and drive a vehicle.
I appreciate your concerns.
Yeah, I don't want.
But I am not inebriated. I'm not anything that cannot drive home.
Yeah, you've heard this before, huh?
If you can't say the word inebriated, you are definitely drunk.
Yes, absolutely. That's always a telltale sign. It's a difficult, and that's why you always want to stick to like small words when you're having these situations. Let's see.
See, if he would have just gone to Waffle House, this would have never happened.
I know this is, and then he's just like, I just made a right, and they're like, how though? Because there isn't even a road close to you, dude. So how do you make a right and then drive this far in to get caught on train tracks? And I think the answer is pretty obvious. I think he was like, hey, let's drive on the train tracks. I honestly think that was his intent the entire time. And then he just got stuck.
No cops will find us here if we take the tracks.
Right. And, only somebody who is drunk and high on cocaine would think that's a good idea. Let's see.
What's one of the worst ideas you've had while you've been drunk?
Oh, I can't even out myself on that right now, but I do appreciate the question. Here, there's more of him saying, you packing anything on you? Marcus Jordan just said, just a big dick and big balls, which, again, things not to say to a police officer who's arresting you.
Phone and wallet.
What about it?
Do you want her to have the phone and wallet, or do you want us to bring it with you?
No, I want her to have it.
Okay. Do you want a credit card?
Widen your stance for me. Widen your stance. More.
Widen more, man.
There you go. I got you. Thank you.
Oh, he's just laughing. Because this is a guy who's like, I'm not going to have any consequence whatsoever. My dad's a billionaire.
You want to see my dick? And you want to check under my nuts, too?
No, not really.
Go ahead.
Really
I feel like
that's for the
I
jail
feel like you
stuff.
might be.
No,
I feel like you might be.
Where is that?
I don't know. The way you fucking searching.
Well, we gotta search everybody's thing.
Nah,
Yeah,
you
dude.
can check under there. You can check under there. It ain't shit. It's just a big dick and some big balls, bro. Yeah, receipts for shit I paid for in this city. Like, what the fuck?
They're going to find cocaine.
Really?
I can't wait for it.
Really?
Yes, dude, this is what happens.
I
when
mean,
people
y'all
get
are
arrested.
doing the most right now.
It's actually bare minimum. In fact,
I
actually,
didn't do anything, man. I made a wrong.
You're arrested for DUI.
But I'm not drunk.
All right, take a seat.
Number one.
My opinion is different.
Yeah,
I
dude.
know. I get
These have
that.
to be the most cordial and professional cops I've seen in a while.
Well, because they're Michael Jordan. He's Michael Jordan's son. So the treatment that he's receiving, obviously, is special treatment. Name dropping, driving a Lamborghini and showing the name Marcus Jordan makes it very plausible. Like, hey, maybe he's not lying about being Michael Jordan's son. And they possibly even knew, especially in that area. You know what movers and shakers and maniacs you have in that area, right?
This is Florida, right?
Yep, Miami-ish, Miami-Dade County.
Having a conversation.
Sit down, because if not, I'm going to put you in the car. It's going to hurt.
Hang on. One question. You can ask me one question, I'll answer it, and then I want you to sit down. What's up?
I just want to understand why y'all are treating me as if I did something fucking criminal.
Because I think you have driving under the influence.
But
That
I'm
is
not.
criminal.
So I've answered your question. Now please sit down and I'll answer more questions. Please sit down.
I got nothing else.
This is where he resists a little
Hold
bit.
on. Can I sit down?
Sit down. Yo.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Yo, chill the fuck out, bro. You chill out. Hold on.
Yeah, you chill out.
Stop thinking.
Yo,
Do not do that again.
can I ask my girlfriend a question?
Don't do that again.
No, dude.
Relax.
Sit down.
But you know, first timer. You know, it's like the James Franco meme. First time, huh? First time getting caught with cocaine and alcohol. Yeah.
Relax. Can I ask my girlfriend a question or no?
Say what you will. People who get arrested for the third time are a little more polite to police officers in that scenario because been there, done that, right? And they know that's a no-win situation. No-win situation. And I'm surprised they didn't tack on resisting on top of that. But yes, absolute jackass move for sure. Yep. So does that make you feel better?
Yeah. Makes me glad I left the field.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see.
I have an ex-friend. She used to swear that when she was too drunk, if she did a bump, she would sober up and she could drive home. And I was like, well, this friendship's over.
Yeah. And that's dangerous. Dangerous for sure. Here we go. Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Let's see if I got any more hypothetical answers here to the scenario of you go on a date with somebody. It's first date's going horrible. The route to the server, they talk over you, but they're hot. What do you do? And we got comments here, kfma.com. Derek said talk about Nickelback music. Yeah, that's a good way to wean them out. See
What's your favorite Nickelback song? Have you ever seen them live? They're way better live.
They're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I just realized I was rude to the server, and I should be rude to you. That's how you pivot that around. All right. What else we got going on? Things that we didn't get to this week. For dating when you're wealthy, that it's easier to do if you're willing to pony up the cash. In fact, actually, in California, wealthy singles are paying $1 million for a matchmaking service, which makes you want to get into the matchmaking game because I feel like I'm a pretty good matchmaker. Why are you laughing like that? I know that I could point two people in the crowd, be like, you and you guys should be procreating right now. I would say it in a smoother way, much like, look, if Will Smith can do it in Hitch, I could do it in any single day, and I've definitely set people up before.
Because if a fictitious movie has taught you anything.
Okay. Why are you laughing so much? What makes me such a bad matchmaker, Valdez?
Your relationship background is not that great. That's like me being a fitness trainer. People will be like, nah.
Okay. Let me break down this.
Or a bald barber.
Here.
Or a dentist with British teeth.
Here's a metaphor, okay? Tommy Lloyd probably can't slam dunk a basketball, but he could coach kids to slam dunk a basketball, and they're doing pretty damn good right now. The U of A Wildcats. So, sometimes you could be a great coach, but not necessarily a great player. Nah?
All right.
See, I won him over. So this matchmaking service is called $1 Million Matchmaking, and it's a program to help rich people find their perfect match. The company, 3-Day Rule, promises personalized high-end services, but the luxury comes with that $1 million price tag. Those willing to pay gets unlimited matches, date planning, and a 3-person personalized team to assist clients in finding their ideal partner. Basically, they have PAs and assistants to help them bang. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Now, for the rest of us, though, obviously, we're not paying $1 million to find that perfect match. There's dating apps out there, but which one is the best? Well, researchers from casino.org analyzed more than 160,000 reviews from the past year of the most popular dating apps, looking for keywords like engaged, married, fiance, soulmate, found my, met my husband, and wife. And according to this study, going through this very scientific research, they discovered that Hinge is the luckiest dating app with 8.3% of reviews tied to real life success stories. Why are you?
I hate apps. I hate them so much.
Well, I mean, you're messing with the wrong ones. Like OkCupid. OkCupid is the unluckiest for love, which is surprising because I thought Tinder would be definitely number one on that list. But Tinder and Hinge are both owned by the same company.
Okay.
Yeah. Ask me how I know.
Because you're banned from both.
Yeah, and I was like, what? I wasn't even on Hinge. They're like, sorry, we own the same company, and our policy is to listen to whatever Tinder says. I'm
You're
like,
banned from Safeway and Albertsons.
Yeah, they're owned by the same company too. I'm banned from AJ's and Food City. Messed up. All right, we're gonna wrap things up with a beef tip after these words of music from Korn. You can join us on the podcast broadcast, youtube.com/beefvegan. Still thinking about that pork roll?
Yes.
Let me show you this.
I've never had one, so I'm excited.
Yeah, and I'm talking it up, so hopefully it's good. Pork roll. I'm just going to put pork roll into Twitter, see what the first, let's see, let me go pork roll and egg.
Pork roll. That sounds like if me and Jelly Roll went on tour.
Yes. And if you guys want to join us right after the show down there at the swap meet, try support pork roll, then you're more than welcome to. Okay, this is what. Now, it is processed meat. I will tell you that. It's not necessarily healthy. And it's distinctive. So is there a chance that you might not like it? Yeah, there's a chance. Let's see. But in Jersey, for East Coast people, they swear by it, and you can't find a place that doesn't have this on the menu.
So give me a breakdown. What's in a pork roll, or what makes a good pork roll?
Yeah, lots of parts of pig, dude. I mean, I cannot pinpoint a specific part of the pig that is going to be in pork roll. Pork roll essentially is like almost like a hot dog, right?
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't taste like a hot dog, doesn't have the texture of a hot dog. What they'll do is they'll slice it, but it's a combination meat of a pork and pork roll, and then they slap it on the grill and kind of char it, get it nice and hot and greasy. And then with the egg and American cheese, it's good combination. But like I said, it is an acquired taste, and that's why it's not that popular everywhere. But on the East Coast, they grew up with it. And it is literally at any restaurant you can find, any and every restaurant you can find,
Really?
you're going to see pork roll on the menu. Yes, legitimately.
So it's kind of like down here how we do like the fried bologna breakfast sandwiches and.
Yes, it is it's closest to fried bologna that you're going to get, but a little bit better quality than fried bologna.
I'm game. I'm up for it.
Yeah, no, it's going to be good. And so,
some grilled pork slurry. Hell yeah.
Yes, exactly. Here for a good time, not a long time.
Exactly.
You know,
that's my motto, baby.
Yeah, I know. And this is the sandwich. If that motto was a sandwich, it would be this. Yes.
No need for AI on that one.
No, I know.
Oh, did you see how they're doing the meats on that one? That's what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, yeah. These are egg rolls, though, so they had to switch that up. Lots of good, food porn now. There's another example. See, the Super Bowl has pork roll. Here's how it stacks up to New Jersey. So this is how hardcore New Jersey is about pork roll. So apparently the pork roll's at the Super Bowl. Here's another good example of a pork roll sandwich. Pork roll, egg and cheese is a superior bagel sandwich. New Jersey gets it. There's another one in Elizabeth, New Jersey, pork roll, egg and cheese.
So is that where that originates from, is Jersey?
Yeah, it's a Jersey thing, which, because I grew up, my entire family's from Jersey, right? And I was born in New Jersey, so my dad was able to find it at the store when he did, so I grew up at basically, enjoying it at home, never seeing it out at restaurants. And then when I went back to New Jersey, that's when I discovered, oh, this isn't just my family thing. This is a New Jersey thing. Like, you guys are maniacs over this stuff. And I mean, it's good. It's not, it's not bacon. Bacon is going to be better. Like a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich is going to hit 10 out of 10 times, right? Pork roll, you kind of have to crave it. But unless you're from New Jersey and you love it, but I don't think anywhere, and I'm pretty sure if I checked any stats, New Jersey probably consumes the most pork roll in the entire country. By far. I don't even think there's a close number two. New York would probably be the closest, but I don't even think, it would be like for every 100 people that swear by pork roll, New York would be 42 people swear by it, right? So there'd be a difference of over 50. It'd be 58 The difference would be 58 cents. I'm just
So
doing
is a
math.
pork roll like a breakfast thing, or can you do like pork roll any time of the day?
Well, I mean, if you're hardcore, you could do it any time of day. I was doing pork roll sandwiches, just pork roll and cheese at home, right? But, you know, pork roll and egg is kind of like the standard, the gold standard. And then, yeah, pork roll and cheese, you could do that just as lunch.
So
like
when you make
fried
it at
bologna.
home, where do you get your pork slurry?
You could actually get it. It's a Boar's Head thing, so you can get it at most stores, but people don't recognize it. They probably buy one pork roll for the entire year. It never goes bad. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Okay, so Valdez and I are about to go down to Gat's Deli and get ourselves a pork roll and egg sandwich. We've been talking it up a lot. We'll showcase our adventure on Instagram a little bit later on, so make sure you're following us at Rock 102.1 or at Beef Vegan or at I'm Valdez. Any of the ats will be right there. But, of course, that is not necessarily a healthy alternative. And you know, going in 2025, I'm sure it's still plenty of resolutions that we want to look our best, especially since summer is right around the corner and we're going to be wearing less. So a lot of us, we want to be as healthy as we can be, look as good as we can, but we're on a budget and we have to work a lot and our time is limited. So fast food's our only option. But not all fast food is unhealthy. In fact, actually, you can get some stuff on the run that is actually pretty low in calorie and good for you, has some nutritional value. So here's the examples. Chick-fil-A, get the grilled nuggets. Grilled nuggets.
Okay.
Did you even know they had those?
I do, because I like the grilled chicken. I think their breading's too salty.
Yes. Well, the breading is what makes it bad. So grilled chicken is definitely the way to go. Grilled chicken nuggets, you're basically little protein bites. Can't go wrong with that, right?
Okay.
Taco Bell, they actually got healthy stuff at Taco Bell if you get the crunchy taco. So, I mean, you basically have to eliminate most of the menu of the cheesy goodness that Taco Bell is known for, but the crunchy taco will still hit and is healthy and low calorie. With Popeyes, blackened chicken tenders, same idea as Chick-fil-A. Okay?
I do love me some Popeyes.
Right? And it doesn't even have to be just grilled nuggets, because Wendy's 6-piece nugget is technically high in nutritional value and protein. Not that bad for you.
Really?
Yep.
That's a shocker.
Yeah, actually, McDonald's, same deal. 6-piece McNuggets.
What?
Yep. Even though you're like, is this even chicken? Well, it started as chicken, then it became chicken paste, then it became delicious. Don't know how that process worked out, but it just did. Go with it. All right. Burger King has the flame grilled chicken wrap. So, I mean, I guess the moral of this theme is chicken.
Yeah.
If you want to be healthy, chicken. But don't think to yourself, well, what about chicken and waffles? No, that's fried chicken. What about just Popeye's bucket? No, that's 10 pieces of chicken, and it's
Grilled.
fried as well. So grilled chicken or McNuggets or nuggets are the way to go. And if you're swinging by Starbucks, their spicy falafel pocket is also a healthy, fast alternative. So either way, when you go into it and you're looking to get healthy but still, feast off fast food and you're on a budget and you got to make it pretty quick, grilled chicken's the way to go, and skip the soda if you're trying to slim down. Get that bikini weather going on, right?
And that's your chicken tip.
That is a chicken tip from a dude named Beef who's about to go eat pork. Wrap your mind around that. I'd like to thank everyone for listening all week long. I do have one last pair of tickets that I will give away for the Tucson Rodeo. So if you want those, be caller number 10 right now. It's happening next weekend, Saturday or Sunday. The tickets are good for either one of those days. So caller 10, you're going to get those 600 KFMA, 605-362. We'll be back with a hangover Monday morning. But you guys enjoy the big game, and we'll see you on the flip side. Till then, Robin Nash is up next. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later. Sorry, Todd. If you're seeing this, which you're not,
will come and end to all your
worst
grief.
friend ever.
But if you've been mean or kind
I'm going to buy you a
bad,
pork roll, Valdez.
I will knock out
Yeah,
all
I'm
your
Valdez.
teeth.
Be my new Todd.